Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to FBL Week 9 with your host, the Flying Bird. Currently have a cold, so I'm sorry about that voice. Ladies and gentlemen, we take on the meme Lord and Savior, Aaron2420 this week. Sorry, pity me, it's actually Dustyn. Men with tattoos are quite scary to face. Just like you don't want to find a man with tattoos in a dark alley. You don't want to be on Pokémon Showdown and find a man with tattoos. You know, when we battled Super, we were lucky that the power of the pirates didn't come out. And I realized that my lead is tangled in my mic, so it's a bit hard to hear. So we knew this week it was going to be tough. And like every week, we had to employ the help of our front office. In particular, I want to shout out my man Fook, aka the Lucky Bagon, and my man Techno Strike. Because without their help, this week wouldn't have went as smoothly as it normally does. My team this week, well, my team in general in my draft is Garchomp, Amoonguss, Infernape, Fortress, Reggie Steel, Zep Striker, Megalopunny, Sylveon, Slowking, Diggersby, Amistar, and Sneasel. Now, Dustyn has a very scary team, apart from his scary tattoos. He has Heatran, Skarmory, Sableye, Noivern, Tangrowth, Frogadier, Mega Medicham, Gothitelle, Absol, Brava, Quagsire, and Clefairy, drafted by the meme Lord and Savior himself, Aaron2420. It was going to be tough this week. It's tough every week in the FBL, no match is easy, and in the Electric Conference, prepare to get shocked. Because this week wasn't going to be like any other week. Actually, it might have been like last week. I might have had to play my 3G again. Because sometimes I need the internet, and I don't have internet constantly. So, I'm lucky that my parents pay for my phone plan so I can use 3G when I need to. And I also have the flu, and I'm a bit sick, as you can tell by my voice. It's not the best. It's not my usual voice today. It's a bit sick. So, let's get right into the team. We've already played the matches post commentary. But you know, I can remember things. I remember why I built my team this way. Let me quickly get into the right ratio. Horatio! Sorry, I stole those lines out of the See Me finale, which you can gladly check out on his channel. Horatio! I sometimes forget about how big a fan of Hamlet. How See Me, the king of golden eyebrows is. Oh, I didn't know I said Davies. Whoop. Actually, I think I had 16 in it. Let me just double check, because what happened, boys and girls, is, as I told you earlier, I played on my 3G, so there might have been a few changes to the team. That's my mail. I needed to just double check. Dustyn was very kind. He went out for 4 hours and said I could play him, and then I went for a drive, and then I messaged him on Twitter, and he said, we can battle now. And that made my day. Knowing that I didn't have to play him at 5 AM because he's such a nice guy, our young Dustyn. No, that was the right EVs. I did waste 4. That was meant to be 16 in HP because I learned that with the magical mathematics, let's go through the moveset. As always, we're being coached by the one and only Young Techno. Young Techno loves Special Garchomp. So, let me go through and nickname these mods. We always have our captain up first, known as DJ Flips. DJ. You know, people in Australia love it when you press the DJ button on your keyboard. DJ. This one is Chase, but this week it's Lucky Chase. Made by the Heat Lord himself, Young Fook. This one we have is Techno Yell. That's his no signature move. Next up we have Candace. Dun dun dun. Candace. Dun dun dun. Next up we have Rob. He's MIA. Oh, so my EV stuffed up for Rob. Oh. Sorry guys, 1 second. Oh my gosh, my throat. I thought you said you were sick. I am. Let me just double check to make sure I had the right EVs, because sometimes maybe I didn't have any EVs on my DSP. No, I did. That grid definitely mattered. Okay, it didn't muck up. It was 248. with 252 in defense. And then we have a 12. I like science. Because he likes science now. And as always, shout out to the man who is Sylveon for Techno Strike and Folk for helping me build this week. Let me go right over the movesets and EV spreads and give you guys an in-depth analysis of what we decided to bring and why we brought them, so your simple minds will be blown. Like after watching C Mia's X-Fighter Season 3 finale. Da da da. We have Earth Power on DJ Phillips for the Heat Train, Fire Blast for the Skarmory, Stealth Rock, and Draco Meteor. Draco hits everything hard, especially Noivern. Stealth Rock, he just puts a bit of chip damage on all his Pokemon, and that's what's really crucial in this game, is chip damage. He only has 2 forms of hazard removal, being Skarmory and nothing else really. I was really expecting a Gothitelle, so I was quite hesitant to bring the set, but Techno assured me that this was the right one to bring. But my speed is just to outspeed any of these base 100s. I know he has a few. Mega Medicham was the main one. Gothitelle was a bit of a pain, but that's alright. We prepared ourselves well. The big threat to DJ Flips was Clefairy this weekend. But I know that Clefairy can be a pain, just ask Emmanuel. Now this one is Lucky Chase. Lucky Chase. You may be asking yourself, Sensei, why is Chase lucky this week? Well, young folk helped me out. I rang Vietnam and I said, give me the best prodigy you have a Pokemon and get him on the phone right now. And he picked up and he said, hello, I'm the Lucky Bacon here today, and I'm going to do a UU live. He doesn't really sound like that. I really did a poor impression of his voice, and I do apologize. And let me just rephrase that, is that young folk told me last week to bring Shell Smash on this time, and he was very upset. He's like, oh, you do an opening on my star. And that was quite gracious, and I apologize for it. This week, Shell Smash, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Hit About Grass. Hydro Pump made anyone want to switch in. Ice Beam was for Noivern, because at +3 we outspeed a Noivern. The EV spread we'll explain that. HP Grass, Cold at Quagsire with an Expert Mode, which I thought was very crucial this week. Hydro Pump was to ensure that we killed Medicham. And we were very lucky this week. We could have lost to misses, but alas, poor Yorick, we pulled through. HP is an odd number, so that way you can switch into Stealth Rocks as many times as you want. And if memory serves it's quick, I can switch in 12 times. I have 4 defense EVs because I don't want to waste any. 252 special attack because you don't really want to wait. It was important to ensure that the Oko on the Quagsire was but F because I didn't want to put any more in my defense stat. 144 speed, which meant at +2 I could outspeed a Noivern comfortably. I could hit a base 400 speed set, and I could outspeed anything else I wanted to bring as well. And I thought that would have been very important this week. And that's something that I really decided on early, was young folk who designed Lucky Chase was going to get some kills this week. As I said, guys, I'm sick and I do apologize. Now, in the match, this guy's the MVP. This is Techno Yell. Techno Yell was really crucial this week for one thing. Hillbell, Wish, and Baton Pass. Now, when you look at Dustyn's team, he has an array of options to get Toxics off and things like that. And I knew if he was going to get up a Toxic Spike, it was going to be very hard to break him. I don't know why I was speaking in an Irish accent. We're trying to be like taken, but we're really Irish now. It really annoys me. So let me get back into my voice. Yeah, Hyper Voice was to hit everything hard. I knew I couldn't touch the Heat Train on Skarmory, but Baton Pass could have let me switch out into Candace, or A12 I Like Science, or DJ Flips to gain the initiative. Hyper Voice was there just to hit everything hard. Heal Bell was to heal up any burns and Toxics on my mons. Toxic Spikes was the big worry this week. I know some people are going to be saying that even if you heal Bell, you can still get up, but I do have an option of Rapid Spin this week. Baton Pass was really used to gain initiative. I really found that with this season, I really boxed myself into bringing 6 of the same mons every week. And in that same time zone, I've developed a set of skills to make sure that my opponent doesn't know what I'm going to bring each week. Baton Pass also helped against Gothitelle. Next up we had Candace. And Candace this week literally saved me because I forgot about Baton Pass clause. It's a really stupid clause in my opinion. I really over prepared for the Gothitelle, and I'm so glad I did bring Quick Attack because it enabled me to just get off a bit more priority damage. Facade vs Sableye. If we've learned one thing, it's how to deal with Sableye with ghost types with this Candace. They want to burn us, we go for Facade. There's no other option. High Jump Kick is there just to hit everything hard and neutral. Even getting rid of Heatran and Sableye was really crucial. And also, when you can hit something hard like Tangrowth, Frogadier, and return for Mega Manicham, Absol, High Jump Kick. We were running Ice Punch, but we decided to make it return on the Visor Techno. Enough speed to outspeed a Noivern. Attack was max. 80 defense because I thought it was the best stat to invest into because of the fact that he does have a bit of, especially to be able to take on Tangrowth a little bit better, take Fake Outs of Bullet Punch, and just to be able to take Psyshock better because I thought Psyshock made a lot more sense against my team than Psychic if I was going to bring a Gothitelle. Next up we have Rob MIA with a Custard Berry. Sturdy. Toxic Spikes, Earthquake and Gravity. Gravity this week was my tech move. Each week I bring one special move just to ensure that I have some heat. And Gravity this week was brought because I knew Dustyn had a lot of potential to... there's been a lot of people that have discovered that I like to use my ground spam. And the way to beat ground spam is by having a... sorry, there was a bit of a clipping in my keyboard. Is by beating ground spam you have to bring what's it called, air balloons and levitate users, but nah, not this week. Toxic Spikes. I realized that he only had one way to get rid of hazards, that was Skarmory, and Skarmory's not the best hazard to remove when you got DJ Flips and A12 Alexiance. Earthquake was really helpful, and Gravity was my tech move, as I said. It really made sure that people understood this week that if they wanted to be in the air, they were going to suffer some consequences. Earthquake was for Heatran. I wanted to get more damage off on Heatran than Explosion. Last up we have A12 Alexiance, Choice Band, HP just so I can switch into Stealth Rock 4 times. If you use special defense, 4 speed, I don't know why I put it in speed, but I thought it'd be handy. Max HP, Earthquake Return, Quick Attack and Fire Punch. Now laddies, let's get into the game. So, when we look at the game, this was a very close game between me and Dustyn. It did come down to the wire. I'm going to make sure it's on really slow and really try to explain my plays. If I learned one thing from the great Gypsy King, it's that you've got to understand that if you do a postcom, you can still do it just as well as you can do it as a live com. And that's what I'm here to do today. I'm putting on my sunglasses. It's a bit sunny inside, laddies. Australia's very sunny. Alright, now we've got rid of that voice, because we've got the sunny side, we're in battle. Okay, hello. Welcome back. We are here with the Flying Bird for another battle. Do you want to take over? Yes, I do. Dun dun dun. Nah, we're not Battle Axe. We're an old person. Okay, so we have a... Yeah, you said you were sick. Shut up. No, you shut up. You went Irish halfway through. No, you. Okay. Okay, so as I said, when looking at this team, Choice Specs, Noivern, I was thinking lead, Frogadier with HP Fire, Scold, Gunk Shot, Tangrowth with AV made the most sense I thought against my team. Max Defense, AV, Quagsire Unaware, Heatran, I was thinking Air Balloon, Mega Manicham. Okay, so when looking at the team matchup, I know that he doesn't really have much for Mega Lopunny and Diggersby. So when I was discussing this team with Techno, we learned that Diggersby plus Omastar really punished any team. Any 6 mons he brought were going to be punished ultimately by Diggersby and Omastar. Now when you look at his team straight away, the Tangrowth and the Mega Manicham limit the Omastar's ability a little bit. A little bit for the lads. And Sylveon on the other hand does not have a matchup at all. Sylveon is pretty much fodder. But if you guys didn't hear my team builder, Sylveon was the MVP. Mega Lopunny has a great matchup against 3 of his mons. Beats the Noivern with Quick Attack and wearing it down. Beats Frogadier with High Jump Kick. Beats Heatran with High Jump Kick. Fortress can just set up T-Spikes. I look at his team, no hazard removal. T-Spikes is the best way to go. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of his mons grounded. And the Spike really helps against Heatran as well. If we pop an Air Balloon, it starts taking Spike damage. It's on top of Rocks damage, which I can set up from Guard Drop at any time. Diggersby was really, I was looking at it, didn't have much of a matchup, but EQ plus Return Spam. I knew that Return would probably too short, these two things. So let's go. So I led my Fortress as he leads with his let's make it a little bit normal. He leads with his speakers. Now, his choice scarf, he's 2-hit KO by Garable, so I was predicting the switch out turn 1. So I thought it's best play to set up my Toxic Spike. I was predicting the Heat Train to come in. If Heat Train came in, I was going to assume it's Magma Storm, go out into my Sylveon, Wish, Baton Pass into something like Garchomp, or if it was Specs, I could then just switch out into Omastar and set up a Shell Smash, but it's a bit early to set up a Shell Smash. It's probably better off to go now something like Diggersby. So we go for he goes for the Flamethrower, pops Sturdy, and we now next to have a Stab. I want to get my Spike up. There's no point in setting up a second layer of Toxic Spike damage, because I want to get that 12% every turn, because 12% helps with things like Lopunny. I didn't have the chance to calc, as I said, I was on my 3G, so if you guys don't know, when you play on 3G, if you exit out of the match, you just yeah. So I set up a Spike, and he's just gonna kill me. Now, if I remember correctly, I go into Lopunny here. No, I go into Sylveon. Okay, so I know that he's going for the Flamethrower. He cannot touch me. People don't know Fire is neutral and Fairy. Fairy is not very effective on. Fairy is not very effective on. Sorry, I had things in my pocket and they were annoying me. When you have a charge going into your thigh, it is quite irritative. So I could just go for a Hyper Voice here, but my better play was to Wish and then Baton Pass into Lopunny. So my best play was to Wish and either go into Diggersby, Garchomp, or Lopunny, depending on his Heat Train set. Because Heat Train was coming in 100%. You can't go into you can't go into my Frogadier. You can't go into Frogadier. You can't go into Tangrowth or Quag, because if I am choice Specs, he dies. So I just go for the Wish as he sends out his Heat Train. Okay, so revealing. Oh no, sorry. I go for Baton Pass. I don't go for Wish. There's no point in going for Wish yet. I just get Baton Pass into Lopunny, knowing that my best play here is just to Mega Evolve with a High Jump Kick, as it is an Oko. But I miss. If he went for Magma Storm, or whatever his fire move there was, that could have been GG, because I don't have a way to beat this Heat Train. I was debating running Superpower on Diggersby for Heat Train, but Techno said run, what's the move? Run EQ on it. Fire Punch instead of Superpower. I wish I brought Superpower. Guys, it's sunny in my room, so I'm putting my sunnies on. Ha ha ha. No photos. So he just gets up his rocks here, and I now know that we're in a bit of misplay. I know he's going to go out into his Tangrowth this turn, so I'll just go for sugar. My sunnies didn't help me that time. So I predict him. Okay, so let's play again. Okay, I'm going to go for another High Jump Kick because I know he'll kill. He goes down into his blue wall here. Knowing that another High Jump Kick will kill, I don't have a reason not to go into High Jump Kick for another High Jump Kick. And if he wants to go out into, say, the Noivern or Mega Medicham, I know that Noivern is hard walled by Sylveon, and Medicham is revenged by Diggersby, because Diggersby's quick attack should Oko. So as he goes down into his Noivern, I go for a return, because a return was my better play there, because I knew that it made most sense to go into something resisted fighting, maybe Medicham or Noivern, but I decided that return was a much better play. I switch out in this turn going to Sylveon, because I know that Sylveon checks this. I thought his best play was a Draco. I go for a Wish this turn, because Wishing is my best play. Hyper Voice means he goes back out in the Heat Train. Wish means I can Baton Pass into my Lopunny and get that back up to full. And if he then, also on the flip side, if he wants to go out in the Heat Train, I can Baton Pass into something. You know, if he wants to go out into Quag, I can Baton Pass into Omastar, set up a Shell Smash, win. Because everything's at the point now where it's going to be pretty much killed by Omastar. Okay, so he goes down into his Heat Train. Still got that annoying balloon. He goes for a sub, which is quite annoying. But I can just baton pass here into my Lopunny. Take rocks, and now I'm back at full. So I can go for a high jump kick here freely. So I don't know what his fourth move was. I assume he went for Flash Cannon, predicting the Garchomp switching. Maybe Power Herb Solar Beam. I'm not entirely sure. But he goes for the Flash Cannon, and I easily live that. I can just go for another high jump. I go for another high jump kick. So this wasn't Regenerator. Maybe. Oh, it was Sunny Day. I didn't realize that. That's actually a really cool strategy, Dustyn. I assume, if not, I really do apologize. It Tinkereth might have a Regenerator. Because that would have been a very different game. So he goes back into speakers. Every time he goes down into this Noivern, it's just a free switch into Sylveon. That's a crit 34%. I'll just go for a Wish here. He misses the Hurricane. Justice. It really wouldn't matter that much. Knowing that he'll probably want to go back out in the Heatran, I go out in like Garchomp here because I can just freely go for an Earth Power. And Garchomp is my win con. Well, was the initial win con, or wall breaker, as Techno would say. But I want to get my rocks up first. I wanted him to go out into Noivern so I could switch back out into my Sylveon. There's no point here trying to predict him to go out into Noivern. He's shown me the way he wants to play. He then goes out into Shammy. Predicting an Ice Beam, there's no real point of switching out into sorry. I was predicting an Ice Beam. I thought Diggsby could live it and just kill it with a Quick Attack. Last poor Yorick, that's not the case. I then had to look at speed set, so I worked out I could O-Cult with a high jump kick, but I actually go for a return here again. As I said, there's no point not going for a return, as the reason why I keep going for a return as a high jump kick is A, if I miss, it puts me in a really bad play. B, by going for returns, I beat speakers, I beat the Frogadier, I beat the Medicham. And then I find out I two-shot the Quag after the T-Spike with a high jump kick. So I'm going to go for the high jump kick, make sure that that's all over. Now, I'm just in the lead, but I still have to play very carefully. I go out into my Sylveon, and for the first time, he clicks U-turn. I'm like, dang it. I know he's probably got Gunk Shot, but at the same time, I want to see what he wants to do. If he goes for Gunk Shot, I just go out into Omastar. I just sack this and go out into Omastar. But I was thinking it was Choice Specs. Just didn't think it was. So I can just go out into Omastar here. Lucky Hook. Now, my best play here is to Shell Smash once. I could Shell Smash twice, but that means I'm really weak to the Medicham. And I didn't want to sack Omastar to Medicham. So we kill that with an Ice Beam. Goes into Medicham. There's no reason not to go for Hydro Pump. I can win this out because the way that this game finishes is that the fact is I've got Lopunny, Garchomp, Omastar, and he cannot beat a combination of all three. And if he could, that would have been just pretty annoying. See, if I went for another Shell Smash, it would have been like 22%, and then the punch would have done, you know, probably 40%. So probably maybe, you know, a amount of 1 on 10. The Hydro Pump there easily knocks it out, and he comes back in his speakers. And I know I can't outspit it, so I know that's Scarfed. I can just go into my Lopunny here and quick attack. So as always, guys, a great game on Showdown. Another great game in the FBL. GG to Straw Hat Mankey. That makes my overall record 6-3, which I'm very proud of. Now the other thing that makes it even more like more of an achievement is I've won the equivalent games in my conference as everyone else. So what people probably mean is what do you mean by that? Okay, I've won 6 games. Dustyn's won 1. Silver's won 2. And I think it's Lev. Yeah, and Lev's won 2. No, not Lev. Sid's won 2. I have more wins than my conference.
I need one more win, and I will be the first person guaranteed playoffs. Hang on, that doesn't make sense. People like Ben already like 8-1, and don't they already have playoffs? Yes, they do, but at the same time, people in their conference aren't that far behind. So they can easily be caught up and taken over. Although the likelihood of that happening is very low. It'll be quite interesting to see. So guys, as always, thanks. Remember, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, see